A very warm good evening to all the wonderful people present here. It is my pleasure to be this auspicious occasion by heartily welcoming everyone. I am Karthikeyan, Edifice Group's Chief Executive Officer and the founder. Today's topic for the webinar is core company specific training for civil engineers. Core company specific training. Why we have chosen this topic means students have good mark, good technical knowledge, but still they are not able to find a good job with a nice salary package. Most of the colleges for the civil placements are nil or in a single digits. We can't blame the colleges because most of the top companies go to top colleges in India and they fix some colleges in the individual states. They will mostly go and take placement in those colleges only. If we invite for the placement, some companies accept our invitations and some companies will directly tell South Indian students are not willing to work in a pan India, and some HR informed students are not technically sound, lack of technical knowledge, don't work hard, and no commitment towards work. uh, if you ask what is the expectation of the core company means for getting placed, what is the company's expectation? The company needs sound technical person with full software knowledge and with practical applications, need to work hard and smart and committed to work. So in this webinar we are going to see these things, how to develop your technical and software skills as per the company's requirement. Now I am beginning with, first I want to show you what is the company's expectation and what are the things you must be well prepared for that. First thing and foremost what we need is we must know that what is the company is, what type of company it is, and what are the company's requirement and how to prepare. This thing is the main thing in our core company select specific training. And the specific training there means there is a job role specification also. So if you whatever job role they're going to recruit the candidate, they have a selection process, common selection process in each companies. And first round will be written test, or it will be offline or online. Then you will be having a technical round. Sometimes you may have GD, then you may have technical round and HR round. So first and foremost for entering into a company, first part is you must clear the written test. So in the written test, so I show you the company's question papers. So they will be having a multiple choice question. Some it is company to company, they will have a different patterns, it won't be same. So they focus on the questions, what the type of work they doing, what the main thing that you must see. The companies what type of job they're going to they mostly do, they will have more number of question in that area. So if it is suppose they're mainly working on irrigation project, they will have more questions from irrigation and soil structures. And if you are working in if you are working for geostructures projects like metro projects, then bridge construction works, tunnel boring, so this tunneling works, for this type of function there will be uh, soil and foundation, there will be most give importance. So based on this company specification, and based on that there will be weightage. So first thing, if you want to get into placed into a company, you have to know, clear the written test. So first part of the training, we are going to see how to clear the written test. What are the things you are going to have to study? So I am showing the model question papers, and these types of questions we will be discussing in the further classes also. So objective questions will be asked. Some questions will be direct questions. If you are having 30 minutes or 40 minutes of uh, written test time, means there will be direct questions, there won't be much complicated questions. There will be technically purely this simple answers only. Sometimes you may have one or two or three problematic questions also. You have to solve using a formula, one or two steps you may get. So this is one kind of questions. Some companies will have around 1 to 1.5 hours. Some companies will have system test also. So for I will show you what are the tests and what are the companies, how they will be the selection process, we'll see now. So these are the important questions also there, frequently asked questions, and some companies question papers also available here. So this is Sapoji Palanji's question paper. Why we are showing this before means, you must know the what is the importance, why they give importance to the technical subjects, because based on your technical understanding only they will be recruiting. The companies mostly will recruit the candidates who is having very good technical knowledge. So who is strong in foundation, that is basics. So basics, whoever has a very good strong in basics, only he can able to clear the questions. This is a filtration process. So first round is a filtration process, then another round is another filtration. So they will filter and they will select the best candidate for the company. Okay, first thing, now we are going to see the pattern of the companies. So we have broadly 7 categories. We have splitted the companies in sectors. In the first sector, we are going to see, it is a recruitment pattern for the service based company. When you are comparing with IT companies also, same civil industry is also having service based companies, then consultant companies, then product based companies. So in service based companies, nothing but contracting companies. So these contracting companies, we are going to see, first thing is Afghans Infrastructure. It is allied, is a sister concern of Sapoji Palonji. So their exam pattern is, first I will be having a written test, then it will be a group discussion, second round, then the third round is a technical round, fourth round is HR round, and the company does not provide any bond, so there is no bond. Salary package is starting from 35,000 to 45,000. This is for the in-house. Suppose you are working in a head office, there won't be any accommodation. If you are working inside, outside the head office, wherever you go, you will be getting accommodation, food, transportations. These are the benefits of this company. Then what is the basic criteria means, Afghans companies, they have minimum CGPA is 6.0 CGPA you must have, and at the time of recruitment you should not have any arrears. Then the exam pattern, from quantitative apps you will be having 10 questions, English you will be having 10 questions, then logical reasoning you will be having 10 questions, technical aptitude, then there's a core aptitude. I'll tell you the difference in further after going the session, and I will let you know what is the technical apps and what is the technical core questions. So in technical core questions, 45 questions around it will come. So totally there will be 75 questions. So totally 75 minutes is the written time. You have to complete the stipulated time. In the there will be no negative marks. Then for the English, there will be questions usually from fill in the blanks, synonyms, antonyms, paragraphs, complete the sentence, like that you will be having. Then in the technical part, sometimes the question pattern might change. At the same time, the question will be easy to moderate only. This one will not be too tough. So these are the main topics you must study for the Afghans. So strength of materials, you might get 5 questions. Structure analysis, you will get 3 questions. Design of steel structures, you will get 5 questions. Reinforced concrete, you will get 5 questions. Pre-stressed concrete, you will get 2 questions. From this area you will be getting these questions. And for the construction materials also, you will be getting 1 or 2 questions. Sometimes they may not ask questions from construction materials. Then in the construction techniques and management, you will get 6 questions. Sometimes they purely ask construction management. So estimation costing, they will ask 2 to 3 questions. So then soil and foundation, they will give because they are working mostly in the geostructures projects, so they give more questions from geostructure area, so they will be having a maximum of 10 questions. Then survey, 5 questions. So if you are going to prepare for the company Afghan infrastructure, you must cover these subjects. Then Bichel Corporation, in this company they have the same pattern. It will be follow written test, group discussion, technical, HR. There won't be any bond. Salary ranges 35 to 45,000. You must have academic percentage of 70 percentage in 10th, 12th and in graduation. And graduation means when you are entering into 7th semester, or in 7th semester means up to 6th semester, you must have a 70 percentage aggregate. Or if the company comes in the 8th semester, you must have some up to 7th semester, you must have minimum 70 percentage. There should be no current backlogs. Then the exam pattern, written test, technical round, HR. In this area they will be having quantitative apps in English, logical reasoning. They'll have 10 questions each. Then technical core subject, you'll be getting 30 questions, so totally 60 questions. The time is 60 minutes, so within 1 hour you have to complete the test. So in this there will be a negative mark, 0.25 mark will be there. So if you have any question wrongly attempt, there will be deducting 0.25 marks. Then in the English subject, same questions only, mostly for the English and logical. You can see these areas only, the blood relationship, puzzles, code decoding, pie chart, like these questions will come. Then quantitative aptitude. In the quantitative aptitude, profit and loss, speed, distance, percentage, profit and loss, geometry, these kind of questions they will mostly ask. Then technical apps, or I will be seeing what are the areas they will ask. So strength of materials, 4 questions. Structure analysis, 2 questions. Design of steel structure, you will get 3 questions. Reinforced concrete structures, you will get 3 questions. Fluid mechanics, so previous one we saw there was no fluid mechanics, but in this company they are having the fluid mechanics. They give some importance because they work on the hydraulic structures, so irrigation projects, so they will have fluid mechanics questions also. Then construction management, 4 questions. Soil and foundation, 4. Surveying, 3. Irrigation engineering, 4. So from previous company and this company is the difference. Fluid mechanics and irrigation engineering have given importance. Then for the JMC projects, the written test, technical, HR, and there is a bond, 2 years bond, and the starting packages, it will be, the range will be from 15 to 20,000 salary. Then the minimum CGPA is 6. The written test pattern is, from the quants you will be getting 10 question, English 5 question, logical reasoning 5 question, GK you will get 10 questions, and then from the core technical part 20 questions you will get. So totally 50 questions. Time allotted is 40 minutes. Now 40 minutes of time you have to complete these 50 questions. These questions will be little tough. JMC will be having little tough questions will be having, so you must be very strong in the technical part. There is no negative marks in this section. And for the strength of material, you will be getting 5 questions. Then DSS you will have 4 questions, RCC you will have 4 questions, soil and foundation you will get 3 questions, surveying 2 questions, and construction management you will get 2 questions. From technical part 20 questions you will get, and from the quants it's logical reasoning and English you will get another 30 questions, so totally 50 questions. Then now we are going to see L&T's pattern. So for the L&T companies, the test will be either in the online or in offline. Sometimes the offline test will be happen in the some north or northeast coast or in the north side. Students cannot travel to South India, so they sometimes they will complete all the rounds in only they accept the result. They will complete all the rounds in a single move. Then we'll after come all over India, the recruitment will be processed. It will take 1 year from if they start in the June the selection process, the result will may come in June or July. So sorry, May or June. So it is a long process. So first, if you are attending an online test, you have to complete the online test. Within a month, you will be getting a result, and they will announce another date for the attending the interview in the L&T. You should go and attend the interview in the L&T head office. Some of them will attend the office. Then there will be a group discussion round. Then HR interview. Then there is a 3-year service bond. The salary will be 35,000 to 45,000. See, some of the companies have bond. If you want to break the bond, there is no issue. If you need a L&T experience certificate after completing 1 or 2 years, suppose you are going to do some higher studies or you are moving to some other place, you can break the bond. But if you need L&T's experience certificate, you have to repay the total amount which you have in the service bond. If you are suppose worked for 1 year, the 1 year's total salary you have to reimburse them, then only they will be giving you the experience certificate. So these are the some criteria. So breaking the bond is not an issue, but whichever you have to decide whether you need the experience certificate or you need to continue that. So you have to decide well, then you have to enter it. Then the salary range will be 35,000 to 45,000. Then academic criteria. So the selection will be from EEE Mechanical EC. They will take all the construction top companies will recruit EEE Mechanical, E&I, civil sectors, and the minimum mark percentage should be 60% in 10th and 12th. Candidates should pass. There should not be any second attempt in your UG courses or PG courses. You should have completed all the paper in a single attempt. Then the question paper pattern. So quants will be having 15 questions, English will have 20 questions, logical reasoning you will have 15 questions, technical aptitude will have 15 questions, then technical core 60 questions. Totally you will have 125 questions. Time allotted is 70 minutes. In the 70 minutes you have to complete 125 questions. So it will be a very short duration, not even a minute you will have. So the questions will be somewhat easy. Most of the questions will be directly. Some questions you will have some solving. You have to use formula to solve it. So it will be very tough in a shorter duration to complete this question. So you need to practice more. Then only you can able to clear this sector. So 70 question, there is no negative marks. Then main area is strength of materials. You will be getting questions, 5 questions. Structural analysis you will get 5 questions. Design of steel structures you will get 8 questions. RCC you will get 8 questions. Pre-stressed concrete you will get 5 questions. Then construction materials 5 questions. Construction techniques and management you will get 5 questions. Estimation and costing you will get 8 questions. Then soil and foundation 8 questions. Surveying 8 questions. So you will be getting around 65 questions, technical questions. From the technical part 60 questions you will get. Then for the Mega Engineering Infrastructure Limited companies, so the written pattern for this is also same. Written test technical HR, that there is no bond. The salary package is between 15,000 to 25,000. The selection criteria is 6 is you should have a CGPA of 6. Then in the written test they will ask only technical questions. 45 technical questions you have to complete it in a 40 minutes. It will be little slight difficult. At the same time, most of the questions will be direct questions. There will be some twist. You must know the concepts very well. It will be easy to solve these questions. Then the time noted is 40 minutes. There is no negative mark. Then technical part, strength of materials you will get 7 questions, RCC you will get 2 questions, DSS you will get RCC you will get 4 questions. Irrigation, here there is given a more important for the irrigation sector, 10 questions. Then construction management 5 questions, soil and foundation 5 questions, surveying 5 questions, fluid mechanics 7 questions. So the irrigation sector companies will have questions from fluid mechanics and irrigation engineering, so you must focus on these areas. So you must, if a company comes for a drive, you must check what type of companies, what type of project they are doing. So based on that, you will be getting the questions for the written test. So it is very important. Then SPCL, Sapojee Pallonji, the written test, you have totally 4 rounds. The same, all the companies will have same process. Only major difference is the bond and the salary will be the difference. So the super dream companies will provide you high package, so normal companies will pay a salary around 15 to 25,000. Then written test will be there, group discussion, technical, HR. The CGPA is minimum 6 CGPA you must have. Then you will be getting questions from English alone, 40 questions. Then from technical, 40 questions. Totally 80 questions. You must complete these 80 questions in 45 minutes. This is also a little tough because the shorter duration you must complete 80 questions. You will have approximately half a minute for a question. So you must be 30 seconds, you must complete a question, then only you can able to complete 80 questions. So be practicing the questions, it will be very easy for you to clear. So there is no negative mark. Then the important topics for the technical area is strength of materials. From the strength of material you will get 4 questions, structure analysis you will get 4 questions, DSS you will get 4 questions, RCC you will get 4 questions, pre-stressed concrete you will get 2 questions. Then from construction materials, from construction materials 4, construction techniques and management 5, estimation and costing 3, soil and foundation engineering 5, surveying 5 questions. So these are important topics. So most of the companies will have the similar type of main topics are same, but only one thing is you have to check each and every part, each and every questions you must read, then only it will be very important. And you must focus what are the repeated questions and what is the particular area they are asking the questions. So those questions and all we will be discussing in later stage, so it will be useful for your placement drive. Then the second section is PMC, consultancy companies. Why we are giving this importance to this pattern means based on the pattern only you can able to prepare these questions, or else it will be very difficult And if you'll be very strong in the technical area, but if you don't prepare for the quants or communication skill, if it is not there in English and logical reasoning, those type of questions, you are not, because of that you are will not be selected. So there is a sectional importance for them. The A part will be quants, the B part will be technical, so there will be have some sectional marks. So based on the sectional they will be selecting you, so you should give importance to the both the sections. Now it's a project management consultant. It's generally in our construction field we'll be calling them as PMC or a consultant. So for the PMC companies like CBRE, what is the selection pattern? There will be written test, technical, group discussion, HR. There is no bond. The salary package will be between 20 to 35,000. Both UG, PG can apply. Then the department civil, electrical, mechanical, and MBA students they are used to recruit. Then sometimes they are used to recruit for civil engineers and mechanical engineers for the valuation field also. So you must have 60 percentage in the 11th and 10th and 12th you must have. Then you must clear all the papers in a single attempt. Then the question paper pattern. There is a difference in between the contractor side and PMC side. What is the difference means? You can see the what is the difference means. In the previous sections we don't have any English written test. There will be passage writing, paragraph writing they will be providing in PMC company. But when you see in the contracting companies there won't be any written test for the English. They will be asking only the objective in the quants they will be asking. But here most of the companies give a written test. Why they give the importance for the written test means um, because you are in a PMC firm, you will be not working as alone as a site engineer. You will be reported as a project coordinator, project executive. So you will not assigned as a particular job. You have to do a multitasking job role in PMC. So if you are entering into a PMC firm, you should work as a site engineer at the same time QA, QC, quality controller, building engineer, planning, MEP also you must know. So they will train you. So in all the sectors they will train you. So that's why then the documentation is more important because of that. So your English communication is more important for this field. If you wanna work in a PMC firm, you must have very good communication skill. So that's why here in this PMC firm, some companies may not have the quants test, but they will have a English test and technical. Some companies they will focus only on technical core sector. So okay, then the quants they will be getting in 15 questions in English, logical, and general apps. There will be English written test, then technical core. So totally there will be 61 questions. Time allotted will be 75 minutes. In this 60 questions you have to complete in a 60 minutes. Each questions you will have 1 minute time. Another 15 minutes will be given for completing the they will give a specific topic, on spot topic will be given, you must write. So you have totally 75 minutes you should complete the test. So there is no negative mark in it. Important areas you can see: technical aptitude and technical core section. Strength of material you will get 5 questions. Structure analysis you will get 2 questions. Design of steel structures 3 questions. Then RCC you will get 3 questions. Pre-structured concrete you will get questions. Construction material you will get 3 questions. Construction technique and management you will get 3 questions. Estimation costing you will get 3 questions. Soil and foundation engineering you will get 3 questions. Surveying you will get 3 questions. So technical part you must be very core sections, you must be very strong. Then for the fabs is nothing but facility and building solution. Their pattern is written test, technical there will be technical round, then a group discussion, HR, then there is no bond in. Starting package will be 15,000 to 25,000. Then eligibility criteria is civil, triple E, mechanical and MBA. Minimum marks for you must have 60% in 10th and 12th. The candidate should pass all the semester papers, technical papers in a single attempt. There should be no standing arrears. Then here you can see they give importance for the technical questions, at the same time the English written test. So totally 60 minutes, 45 minutes allotted for the technical sections, 15 minutes allotted for the written test, English written test. So totally 60 minutes. So important technical topics means strength of materials, you will get 6 questions, structure analysis 2 questions, design of steel structures 3 questions, reinforced concrete structures you will get 3 questions, pre-stressed concrete you will get 2 questions, construction materials 3 questions, then construction techniques and management you will get 15 questions. So it's a project management form, so there will be given some importance to the project management area and technical areas also. Then estimation costing 5, soil and foundation you will get 3 questions, surveying you will get 3 questions. Then for the JLL, the written test, technical, group discussion, HR, there is no bond, but the starting salary package will be 20 to 35,000. So the eligibility for the campus type, the civil, mechanical, triple E and MBA they are used to recruit. At the same time, civil and mechanical candidates will be recruited for the valuation sector also. Minimum percentage is 60% mark in 10th and 12th. The same criteria here also, all semester paper must be cleared in a single attempt. Then there is only 2 sections in here, English written test and the technical core. So the technical question, the exam total time allotted is 45 minutes. 30 questions will be from the core technical area, and this will be English written test. So totally 45 minutes. So there is no negative mark here. Then the technical areas, you must for strength of materials 5, structure analysis 2, design of steel 3, RCC 3, pre-stressed concrete 2, construction materials 3, construction techniques and management you will get 3, estimation costing 3, soil and foundation 3 questions you will get, surveying 3. Then pyramid management services, so you will have a written test, technical, group discussion, HR, there is no bond, salary between 15 to 30,000. So the academic criteria is civil, electrical, mechanical, MBA, the same for the PMC they are used to recruit, and the 60%. So most of the PMC company have a same pattern of selection, single attempt, all the papers must clear in a single attempt, then 60% mark in 10th and 12th. Then here they have only focus on your technical questions, so 60 questions will be allotted for the technical. So the 60 minutes, each questions will have 1 minute time, you have to complete it. It will be little tough, you cannot complete those questions in a 60 minutes, it will take another 15 minutes or 20 minutes extra. So you must try to finish all the questions in a shorter duration. So there is no negative mark in it, so you maximum try to attend all the questions. Then the strength of materials you will get 8 questions, structure analysis you will get 6, design of steel you will get 7, RCC you will get 7, pre-stressed you will get 2, construction materials 2, then construction techniques and management you will get 10 questions, estimation costing you will get 5 questions, soil and foundation engineering you will get 5 questions, surveying 5 questions. So these are the important areas. Then now we are moving to the SICON PMC. So their selection process is written test, technical, group discussion, HR. The salary range between 20 to 35,000. Same criteria for them. There is no change in the academic criteria. Here they give only 15 questions you will get for the part A section, that is quants, English and logical reasoning. Technical area you will get a 45 questions. Then English on spot written test you will get a 1 question. So totally 61 questions, totally 75 minutes you have to appear. There is no negative mark. So important topics if you want to see means strength of materials 5 question, structure analysis you will get 2, design of steel structure you will get 3, RCC you will get 3, pre-stress you will get 3, construction materials you will get a 3 question, construction technique and management you will get 3, estimation and costing you will get 3, soil and foundation engineering 3, surveying 3. So these are important topics. Then next one is synergy PMC. So first round it will be a written test, second one will be technical round, third one is a group discussion, fourth one is a HR round. There is no bond, salary range between 15 to 25,000. Same selection academic criteria. There will be English written test and a technical round. So totally allotted time is 60 minutes. In that 45 minutes will be written test, 15 minutes will be a English written test. No negative mark. Then for important areas, strength of materials, structural analysis, design of steel structures, RCC, pre-stressed concrete. Construction materials, construction technique and management. Here they are given a more weightage for the construction technique and management, estimation and costing, soil and foundation, surveying. So you must be very careful because some questions, some companies will have a different criteria of selection. They will give some importance to the other topics also. So you must be ready. Okay. Okay. I am during the question paper pattern I informed you about the technical apps. So the technical apps, what are the questions now we are going to see. These technical aptitude questions, sometime they may ask in the written test also, sometime they may, most of the time they will ask in the interview, face to face interview they will ask. So you must be very thorough in the technical apps also, because what are the questions you are discussing here, when you are going to work, when you are going to enter into in the construction field in a job, it is a life, you will be always, you will be using this values. You must be very thorough. You should be always, you should keep in your mind. So unit weight of the material is very important for all the materials, because when you are doing a rate analysis, some of you will be studying the estimation costing in this semester, final year students. So the estimation costing is very important, because for getting a project, estimation costing is important, because based on the quantity, arriving the quantity, we will be arriving the rates, then only you can able to get a contract. If you get the contract only, we can able to do the construction work. If you get the contract, then only you will be getting job for the structural site engineers, then quantity surveyor, building engineer, planning engineer, then PM. So for all rest of the engineers will get a job. So without getting the contract, you cannot execute the job. So it is more very important topic, estimation costing. So for the cement, its unit weight is 1440, steel is 7850. These two questions are very important. Most of the time there will be these questions they will ask. Sometime in the written test, interview, surely they will ask these two questions. What is the unit weight of cement? What is the unit weight of sand? So, some questions rest of the values for the RCC, steel, solid block, you can memorize these things. Then for the plaster of Paris, you must know 800. It's then for the brick, the unit weight is 1600 to 1920. Then moisture sand is 1600 to 1750. Dry sand is 1150. So sorry, 1550 to 1600. Why I'm saying specifically I'm mentioning 4 to 5 items alone. These questions will surely they will ask in the interview process. So you must be very thorough with. If you are not very, if you are not thorough with this value, the technical person, what are the project manager or a senior manager, and when you are the interviewing it, the main focus is there whether you know to do estimation. By knowing this only we can able to calculate the values. In the rest of in the again and the next slide or side we will be seeing the how to calculate the ratios for the cement sand, what is the quantity. So those things we will be using this unit weight. We based on the unit weight only we can able to calculate the weight of the cement sand and all. So it's very important. Next thing what I am going to show is is an important parameter. Okay, basics. Why I'm given as a basic title means even if you are going to at the site you are going to work, or you are going to work in architect office or in an interior office or structural office, you must know these notations, these command. So meter will be notation is m, square meter is represented as SQM, cubical meter is represented as CUM, feet it is FET, square feet is SFT, cubical feet is CFT. You must know the formula for calculating area, length into breadth, for calculating the volume, length into breadth into width. Because basic formula we are not using integration or differentiation or integration for the civil application. We will be using simple addition, subtraction, multiplication only for calculating our for doing our building works. Everything will be done. So it is very simple, very easy. If you understand the concept, it will be very easy. Then sand will be measured in units. Coarse aggregate, that is jelly, 12 mm jelly or 20 mm jelly or 40 mm jelly, it is mentioned as unit. Random rubble stone, it is also measured in units. Size stone alone, it will mention, it will be in numbers. So it is an important one. Size stone is a number, it will be calculated in number. Excavation is cubic meter, PCC cubic meter, RCC is cubic meter, earth filling cubic meter, shuttering square meter, brickwork 9-inch cubic meter, brickwork 4.5-inch brick wall, that is partition wall, it will be in square meters. This measurement unit is very important. During the written test technical apps, sometime they may ask what is the unit of 9-inch brick wall or 4.5-inch brick wall, so you must be very clear. Then sometime they will ask you to, in the interview question they will ask you to draw a plan. They will be doing the partition or they will ask the unit also. So these are the important terms, you must memorize these things, because when you are entering into the field these are the things you must know. Based on if you know this way how to measure only you can, what is the unit of this. Suppose wall plastering, what will the unit will be measured in square meters. Fall ceiling square meters. Windows will be taken as windows, doors and square meters will be taken. Wardrobe square meter. Ceiling plastering square meter. Waterproofing work square meter. Core cutting work, it will be done in numbers. Wall putty work square meter. Primer square meter. Internal painting square meters. External painting square meter. Wall tile work square meter. Floor tile work square meter. Granite work square meter. So granite inlay work, that is cutting using the CNC machine, we will be doing inlay work in the granite. Some designs, flower type or some other design will be doing that. Those things and all, it is a charge will be in units only, so it will be calculated in numbers. Marble work in square meters. Steel kilogram or tonnage. Then skirting tile, skirting maybe in tile, marble or granite, it will be in a running feet or running meters. For the windows for the fresh wood, those when we are getting from the market, it will be calculated in CFT or cubic meter. Reclaimed wood, when you are getting a reclaimed wood, is nothing but used wood, which is already well seasoned wood. It will be getting from the old market. Those things and all will be calculating in a tonnage. What is the benefit of using the fresh wood and reclaimed wood means it will be already seasoned. It will be, there won't be any bend or any cut, so it will be very useful for us to there won't be any wastage also. But in the fresh wood, what is the difference means, when we have to season the wood. After seasoning the wood, we will be using we have to cut the wood. During the when we are cutting the wood in the using the cutting machine, sometime the wood may be bent or it may crack. So sometime the trunk will be bowl also, it will be a hollow inside some part. So there may cause losses to it. But reclaimed woods are not like that. It is a solid wood which are already used wood in the olden house. After demolishing, they will be sold in the old market. From there we can able to use this old market. Nowadays the architects prefer to use the reclaimed wood to save our environmental also. Then corner tile edge trim is nothing but corner beading. Most of the places you will be seeing at the two end in the corner wall tile, or in the toilet areas, most of the areas there will be a corner bead will be present. So there won't be any sharp edges, there will be a curved portion, so that is called corner tile edge trim. If the two portion edge sharp edge is there, means sometimes there may be any damage also, the tile will be get damaged. So prevent this, we will be using the corner edge tile, so that will be measured in numbers. Then rebar fixing is, it will be done in number. Grouting work will be done in numbers. Staircase handrail, running feet or running meter. Now I will show you on PPT also. So this is the rebarring work. So rebar work will be done where some cases the reinforcement we may not be able to leave the dowels, because this for example, here you can see that there is a beam. We have to use the shutter for the covering this area. If you want to leave the dowels in this shape, we have to drill all the one side of the plywood sheet. It will be waste when you are putting the drills for the when we are using the dowels. So prevent this, sometimes what we will do, we'll be after during concreting work, we'll be inserting the dowels by using the drilling machine. We'll be drilling the space, and we'll be using the chemicals. Grout is available, epoxy grouts. Using that chemical grout, we can able to insert the rebarring works. So these are works can be done. So you can able to see here some parts the rebar dowels has been left here. Some areas we can't able to leave the dowels, so that's why we are doing this rebar works. So the rebar chemical will be applied using this injector. Now waterproofing work. So why we are using this waterproofing means, you can during the concreting, see what is the major reason while constructing the house itself, you can able to, after de-shuttering, you can able to see that when it is rain, the water will be seepaging into the roof slab, and it will be penetrating inside the room. So what is the major reason for this means, we'll be doing the concreting work in the early morning, sometimes in the night, but due to the climatic change, the water present in the concrete will be evaporated. See, when you are pouring in the 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock early morning, you're starting the concrete, there won't be much sunlight, so the evaporation process will be very less. Then the heat of hydration is not be in the normal, so the water won't be evaporate. So time progress, when it is time progressing, after 9 or 10 it is crossing, when it is reaches 12 o'clock, at that point, when we are putting the already the reinforcement shuttering already, it will be heated. Anyway, we will be pouring water before laying the concrete. even though when we are laying that, pouring the concrete in that, there will be some heat, extra heat, the water will be evaporated. Because of that, there will be improper, there will be shrinkage and heat of hydration, there will be a process. This is one of the technical part. Another part is, if the RMC plant is not in a mix, they haven't given a proper mixture, this may happen. So these are the two factors to this. Whenever we use RMC, we will face this issue. For the fresh concrete, we will be facing after deshuttering most of the area, some parts will come. If it is in the building, if you are pouring it when it is in the roof slab area, the maximum area has been in a crack appears because of the because of this RMC, means there is an issue with the RMC. So there will be occur, some issues will occur. Those things and all we can able to solve using the waterproofing method. So for the, if we find any crack, we'll be using the pressure grouting method. So we'll be inserting the tube, will be where the crack happened, we'll be open the, we'll be chipping the crack, and we'll be keeping the nozzle in it, and we'll be cement plastering it. Then using the pressure grout, we'll be pressing it, the grout will be entering into the concrete, and where the crack areas will be fully, it will be sealed. So this is a cementitious material, so no need to worry about it. There will be bondage, so there won't be any effect for the, there will not be any effect. So it is when it is this waterproofing work is done inside the room. Suppose if they observe the crack in the top of the roof slab, means we have to do the work on the top of the roof slab also. So we have to chip the area, and we have to keep our nozzle over there, and we have to cover the cement paste. Then we have to pass the, using the pressure grouting method, you can able to grout it. So these are the methods. Then this is called coping. This coping is for passage also. At the same time, the compound wall also will be doing this coping work. Coping work can be done either in the cement mortar itself, or else you have to lay, we can lay the granite also. But what is the disadvantages when we are exposing the granite or tile in the exposed sunlight? Sometime the tile won't be stick with that, it will turn to uplift. So because of the heat, the cement mortar bondage will broken, so that there won't be any bondage between them. So we must use the chemical bonding for the external areas, chemical plastering, so that the marble or tile, it will be able to lay. But in this cases also, sometime it won't get the bondage, so we must relay the, again when you are after laying, you can observe there will be some cracks. Again we have to remove the slab, and again we have to relay it. So these are because of the external climatic changes, we'll observe these issues. So then, so I have given you some introduction. These comments are very important. Now we are going to the conversion part. So conversion is very important. Why we are giving so importance to the conversion means, you will be getting questions from this conversion. At the same time, you will be in the time of interview, face to face interview, you will be asked these questions. Sometime they may ask to give they will give some square feet area, you will give us a plan. So these kind of questions are there. So because based on this, if you know this value only, you can able to draw those work. So it's very important. So 1 cent equal to 435.6 square feet is a standard value, there won't be any change. 1 cent is equal to 435.6 square feet. So suppose if you need 150 square foot, sorry, if you have a 150 land, how many square foots? So I am going to calculate. So 150 into 435.6, if you multiply it, you will get 65,340 square foot. 150 cent land has 65,340 square foot. Okay, then next conversion is from acres to cent. Why I have given the acres to cent means when you are going to work in a large project, real estate projects, all the projects will be in acres only. So land area will be 25 acres, 45 acres. Some projects will be 10 years project will be some having around 300 acres also land. So you must know, for the conversion is very important. Without conversions it's very difficult to survive in a construction field. If you don't know means 1 acre of land is equal to 100 cent. We already know 1 cent of land is 435.6. 1 cent equal to 1 acre is 100 cent. So 250 acres equal to, so 250 acres into 100, so it is 25,000 cents. So next one, we are converting meter to feet. So 1 meter is equal to 303.281 feet. It's very important. This is important value. 1 meter is equal to 3.281 feet. Then I want to explain you one important topic here. This is the standard value. Okay, we know 1 meter is equal to 3.281 feet. If when 1 square meter equal to how many square foot? So for that, if you know this value, we can able to calculate 1 square meter, 1 square foot. Then what is the 1 m cube value is equal to how many square CFT, we can able to easily calculate. So for this I am going to do plus 3.281 into 3.281. you just need to multiply this value. If you square this value, this is the value. So 1 square meter equal to 10.76496 square foot. You can able to see here the value 10.76. Then 1 cubic meter equal to how many CFT? For this, plus 3.281 into 3.281 into 3.281. You need to multiply thrice, you will get 35.319. So yeah, I am round offing. If you are round offing it 8 means 3.35.315 you will get. So this is simple conversion. If you know 1 meter is equal to 3.281 feet, you can able to calculate square foot, then cubic feet. So this is very important, because when you are working at the site, you need the most of the measurement will be in the meters. You have to convert the value and give to the labors in a feet. So it is very important. So now I am going to show you from meters to feet. So 1 meter is equal to 3.281 feet. Now I want to calculate 15 meters. I have 15 meters is equal to how many feet? So 15 into 3.281, just multiply it, it is 49.21 feet. That means 1 meter is equal to 3.28 times feet. So 15 into 3.281, you will get 49.21 feet. So these kind of questions will be asked in the, if you know this value, sometime in the written test also, 15 meters is equal to how many square foot they will ask. Some there will be a values around 50 feet, 49 feet, 49.21 feet, and another 60 feet. So we can able to calculate 15 into 3.281. If you know this value, just multiply it by 15. This value is 49.215 feet. It's very simple calculation only. These calculations are very important. You must know these are the thumb rules for executing the work site. If you don't know this means, it is very difficult to survive in the construction field. So next one is 1 square meter equal to how many square foot? 1 square meter is equal to 10.76 square foot. We have already seen the conversion here. So now I know 1 square meter is equal to 10.76. So if I now 150 square meters, that how many square foot? So just I am multiplying 150 into 10.76. You will get 1614 square foot. 1614 square foot. Now 1 m cube is equal to 35.31 CFT. This is the cubic feet value. 1 m cube value is equal to 35.31 cubic feet. So then 100 m cube is how much CFT it will come. So again I am multiplying 100 into 35.315. It is 3531 feet CFT. This is very simple calculations. Based on this we can able to easily calculate. So and then is a very important calculation: sand and fine coarse aggregate. Fine aggregate and coarse aggregate. In the market, fine aggregate and coarse aggregate usually measured in units. So from units we have, if you want to know the value in cubic meters, means you have to convert the value from units to CFT, then from CFT to cubic meters. So now I am converting. I have taken on first value is 1 unit. This is a standard formula. 1 unit is equal to 100 CFT. This is a standard value. 1 unit is equal to 100 CFT. So 100 CFT is equal to, I will show you 100 CFT. So plus 100 divided by 35.315. It is in CFT. I am converting to m cube. It is 28.31 cubic meters. So at the same time, now I have 6 unit of sand I have received. I have to convert to cubic meters. So now 6 units I am converting to CFT is 600. 6 into 100, 600 CFT of sand I have. We have the formula CFT divided by 35.315. We can able to calculate the how many m cube of sand we have received. So 600 divided by 35.315, we get it is 16.98 m cube of sand we have received. Then important is another one important is kg, kilogram and liters. These are standard formula. There is no change. You need to just memorize this value. So 1 kg is equal to 9.81 Newton. Approximately we can take as 10 newtons. So there is no any issue. It will be for the calculation also. It will be very easy. Then 1 kg per centimeter square is equal to 1 Newton per square millimeter. Then 1 kg is equal to 1 liter. 1 kg is equal to 1 liter. Then 1 cubic meter is equal to 1000 liters. 1 cubic meter is equal to 1000 liters. So these are standard values. So I am giving one example for this, because usually in a residential project, we in a septic tank or water tank we will be constructing rectangular water tanks. So we'll be calculating the waters for that. So we need we'll be using this value. So for the calculating the water, what is the capacity of the water tank, we use this formula. Based on this we can able to find out the what is the capacity. So for better understanding, I have taken water tank dimension 1.5 meters into 2 meters into 5 meters. This is the size of the water tank. First I want to know the volume. Based on the volume is equal to cubic meter, as all is in the units are in meters. So when you are multiplying, the volume will be automatically getting in cubic meters. So we'll get this value. Based on this cubic meter, we can able to find the how many liters of water is the capacity. So 1.5 into 2 into 5, it is 15 m cube. So I have a 15 m cube of the volume of the water tank is 15 m cube. So now I am converting it to liters, because we usually water tank we will be calculating usually in the liters. So I am converting it. So 1 liter we know 1 m cube is equal to 1000 liters. So 15 liters plus 15 into 1000, it is 15,000 liters capacity. So this water tank 1.5 meter by 2 meter by 5 meter size water tank is 15 m cube volume. When I am converting it to liters, its capacity is 15,000 liters. It is very important. So now next one, it is in a meters. We can calculate in this way. What about if it is the value is given in a feet? So 1 CFT is equal to 28.3 liters. 1 CFT is equal to 28.3 liters. So now the water tank dimension, I am using this formula to for your understanding only. Water tank dimension is 5 feet by 5 feet by 9 feet. So first I am calculating the volume. So here the unit is in feet, so it is cubic feet. Here the volume of unit is, so 5 into 5 into 9, it is totally 225 CFT. So 225 CFT of is the capacity of the water tank. Now I am converting the CFT into liters. So we know 1 CFT is equal to 28.3 liters. So now I have 225 liters. So 225 CFT. Now 225 into 28.3, if you just multiply it, I will get 6367.5 liters. This is the capacity of the water tank. So now we have seen how to calculate the volume of, how to calculate the value of convert from m cube to liters, CFT to liters. With the example also we have shown. So this is very important. Wherever if you are working in a real estate firm or in a construction firm, contractor side or PMC side, you will be using this formula. Very important. You must know this conversion. That's why we have given it as a topic under the technical aptitude. It is very important. Most of the students, why they are not able to get the job means they don't know this feet to conversion, meter conversion, what is acres to cent. These are very important. Next one, from acres to square foot, we are converting the acres to square foot. We already know 1 acre is equal to 100 cent. We already first we have studied 1 cent is equal to 435.6 square foot. So we know already 1 acre is equal to 100 cent. This is 100. 1 acre is equal to 100 cent. Then 1 cent is equal to 435.6. So now I am just multiplying it. So 1 acre is 100 cent. 1 cent is 435.6. So 100 cent, what is the value? How many square foot it will come? So 100 into 435.6. I will get 43,560. So 1 acre is equal to 43,560 square foot. So this is the 1 acre of land will consist of 43,560 square foot. If 50 acres of land, how much square foot? So 50 into, we know the value, 50 into 43,560. You just multiply it. So totally we will have 21 lakhs 78,000 square foot. 50 acres of land consists of 21 lakhs 78,000 square foot. So this is very simple conversion, basic conversions. If you know this, you can able to convert acres to square foot. So it's very important. What I am teaching in the conversions are very important. From inches to centimeter, 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. Most of you know this. Okay, now 6 inches is equal to how many centimeters? Just you need to multiply 6 . So it's totally 15.24 centimeter. We hardly approximately take it as 15 centimeter for our when you are working at the site. We will be taking approximately only. We don't all the values you can't take, minute values you cannot take. So 6 inches mean we will be taking for the calculation 2.5 centimeters is 1 inch. So 4 inches is consist of 10 centimeters. So 6 inches means 15 centimeters. This in this way we will be taking. For exact calculation we can take this value. Then from inches to feet, So 12 inch equal to 1 feet. 12 inch is equal to 1 feet. Now 1 inch equal to how many feet? So there is a formula to calculate. So n inch is nothing but how many numbers. So 1 inch is divided by 12 inch, you will get 1 inch square feet. So now I'm going to find out how many square foot in 1 inch. 1 divided by 12, I will get 0.0833 feet. In the same case, I'm going to calculate for 6 inches. How many square feet? 6 divided by 12, I will get 0.5 foot. Now I take it as 56 inch. 56 inch divided by 12, 4.66 feet. Approximately you can take it as 4.67 feet. So 56 inch is equal to 4.67 feet. Why this conversion, inches to conversions and all, we are deeply covering it. For the when you are working at the site, you need to give the instruction to the laborers in the feet and inches only. So that's why we give more importance to this. Then whenever you go for the interview, they will ask questions from these areas. So it's very important. So please keep all this point very thorough. Then feet to centimeter, as per site condition, 1 feet is equal to 30 centimeter. We take approximate less 30 centimeter. So 80 feet is equal to how many centimeters? 80 into 30, it is 2400 centimeters. 80 feet is equal to 2400 centimeters. Now actual, because is another important question. If you measuring in a scale, if you take 1 feet scale, if you measure 1 feet scale, if you exactly you check, you will be there 30 centimeter. 1 feet scale, if you take and measure, you will be there 30 centimeter plus 5 centimeters will be available. Small 5 lines will be available. So whenever whenever you are going for the interview, if the interviewer asks the question, how many in 1 feet scale, how many centimeters are there, means 35.5 centimeters the exact answer. But in our site condition, we will measure 1 feet is equal to 30 centimeter. We will give 5 mm allowances available. In our construction field, we are dealing with only with the humans. There will be some human errors. We are minimizing the errors to up to allowances 5 mm. So we are not working in a product, or we are not using the machines to build a same product. We are not using any computer designs for developing the same prototype model. So here we will be working all with the physical and man. Most of the 90% work will be done by the man. So the product will not be 100% accuracy. We cannot give. We will give 90 to 95% accuracy only. So you should know this thing. Don't compare between the other things also. Now how to calculate the weight of the steel rod? So is another important question. Even when you are working as a BBS engineer, or you are going to work as you're calculating the steel quantity, it is very important. First of all, you must know available steel size, market available size: 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 20, 25, 32. These are the available size. For calculating the weight of the steel bar, we use the general formula, d square divided by 162. D square by 162. It is a simple formula. Everyone easily can remember. D square by 162. So now we are going to see, I am going to calculate per meter steel rod weight. I am going to calculate the weight of the steel rod per meter. So for 6, I am taking 6 mm diabar. So 6 into 6. I am calculating first d square value 36. The next one, first of all I calculate all the d square value, then I will calculate for the rest. Then 8 into 8, it is 64. 10 into 10, 16 into 16, 20 into 20, plus 32 into 32. So now I have calculated all the d square value. Now I am going to calculate using the formula d square by 162. So I will get per kg per meter weight. So weight of the steel bar per meter length I will get. So d square divided by 162, weight is 0.22 kilogram per meter. 6 mm bar weights for per meter weight is 0.22. Then for the 8 mm rod per meter weight, you can calculate d square divided by 162. Its weight is 0.3950. You must take in civil engineer works, when you are going at the site, if you are going to calculate point value, you should take up to 3 values. 0.3 digits you must take for the calculation. So uniformly you must take. If you are some cases you are taking 4 digits, some cases you are taking 2 digits, means the work won't be there, must be accuracy. So for all the activities you must take, for the point after point value 3 digits you must take. Now for the 10 mm dia bar, d square divided by 162, its value is 0.6172, 8 kg per meter. Then for the 12 mm bar, you can find 0.889. Then for 16 mm bar, 1.580 kg per meter. 400 divided by 162, you will get for 20 mm bars weight 2.46 kg per meter. Then for 25, you will get 3.85 kg per meter. Then for 32 mm bar, you will get a weight of 6.320 kg. This is the, now what we are seeing, we have got the value of the per meter length of the bar. So usually in the market, what is the total length of the steel bar is 12 meters. Only Tata Steel will have exactly 12 meters. Other than the whatever brand you are using, it will be lighter, shorter than 12 meters. In feet, you can approximately you can tell us 36 feet. So 12 meters, standard size of the steel bar is 12 meters. If it calculated for the feet, in feet, 36 feet. Now we are going to calculate for 12 meter length. So we know per meter length, so per meter length value I know, so it is 0.0222. So I'm just taking 0.3 digit value, 0.395, 0.617, 0.617, 0.889, 1.580, 2.469, 3.858, 6.320. So we have already find out the per meter length of the steel weight. Now we are going to multiplying that weight to the 12 meters, so we will be getting the total length weight of the steel bar. So 6 mm bar, so 12 into 0.22, you will get total weight, one steel bar 12 meter length weights 6 mm bars weight 2.664 kg. So for the 8 bar, its total weight 12 into 0.395, it is weighs 4.74 kg. 10 bar weighs 7.404 kg. 12 bar weighs 10.668 kg. 16 bar weighs 18.96 kg. 20 bar weighs 29.628 kg, approximately it equal to 30 kg. One steel bar weight. 25 bar weighs 46.29 kg. 32 bar weighs 75.84 kg. So the length of one rod which is available at site is 36 feet or 12 meters. So this is conversions, very important conversions. So you must learn these conversions and you must keep in your mind. One of the friends have asked one question. In present condition of COVID-19, can you help me to remind any company preferred for the job? I am 20 plus experienced civil engineer, diploma civil. See, actually we have more openings. As of now, concerned in South India, we have large openings, but only because of the non transport, because of the e-pass, there is restriction for the transportation. So then there is no outstation transport or private buses to move. So because of this issue, many job opportunities were not able to. We have large opportunities, but the right person was not able to join that location, current location. So in all over India, we if you see in the Naukri also, Naukri or Indeed, Shine, you will be getting more jobs for the senior person, project manager post also. You'll be getting opening, quality controller. Everywhere you can see openings. Only difficulty is we were not able to travel to that place and we can't able to attend the interview, and we cannot able to, if you got selected, you cannot able to join. So this is the one condition. If you have Mr. Rupa Kumar, you can see the Naukri website also. There is many job which some jobs will be in your locality also, near locality. You can able to see, because another 1 or 2 months we had to struggle. Then the full transportation, everything, it is open only. We can able to get a nice job, nice package. If the salary less also, you try to get a job and currently you work for a while. After a couple of months, you'll be all the rest of things will be solved, because all the countries are looking for the vaccine. Soon the vaccine will be reaching our everyone. You will be hearing the good news, because America is in the third stage. We are in the second to third phase. Then Australia is also in the third phase. So somehow otherwise we'll be receiving one vaccine by this end of this year. So sure by the next year we'll be getting a normal, or will be in the normal life. So we have to survive this period. So try to manage this. um, I will text you at the end of the session. I will text you my email ID. You please forward your CV. If I get any job opportunities, I will refer you. Now I will show you the criteria for the civil engineers criteria for from this batch 2021. What is the what is the criteria you must, what are the criterias, and what are the documents you must keep ready with you, we are going to see. So for the batch 2021, so core company placement selection criteria, you must have driving license is a must for everyone, because even if you are working in a valuation field, or you are gonna working in highway project, or you are working in real estate project. If you are working in a highway project, you must travel in the site. It will be site length will be 4 to 5 kilometers, so you must travel using your the bike. At least you must have a driving license, so the company will provide you the bike. You can travel able to travel, and you can able to give the instructions to the laborers, and you can monitor the site. So driving license is important for the valuation field. Mostly boys will be hiring for this field engineer job post. There will be, they should have their own vehicle, although at the same time driving license. The petrol allowance will be given by the company. So next one is PAN card is mandatory. At the same time, Aadhaar card is also mandatory, because after joining the company, they will be opening a separate account for you in the bank account. In that only your salary and all will be credited. So it is very important. So Aadhaar card, PAN card, then driving license. You have stipulated time, you can able to apply and get that. Then you must have some job roles. Preferably have, you must have own two-wheeler. Then there most of the companies will say there should be no standing area. They will not say the history of area should not be there. There should, when a time of interview, you should not have standing areas. So the salary range for those type of companies will be around 15 to 25,000. And there are some companies, if you have standard areas up to minimum 5 areas also, they are used to hire. At the time of joining, you must not have any areas, but on the time of interview, if you have within five or with less than 5 areas, you can attend the interview. You can get, if you will be given, they will give the offer letter. At the time of joining, you must clear all the papers. You should not have any standing area. There will be a certificate verification. At that time, you must submit all your certificates. Then you must undergo implant training. You must submit, if you have implant training certificate, you must during the time of interview, you must submit those documents. Then internship training, you must you have some, you should submit the certificate. Then interview, at the time of interview, face to face interview, most of the questions will come from the internship what you have done. So from the word of your mouth, what you're coming from, each and every answers, they will raise a question. So you must be very careful in answering the each and every questions. If you if you know the question, you confidently answer. If you don't know, or you are doubtful, you can tell to the interviewer, I am not sure, like that. But don't try to manage it. They are more experienced than you. They will easily able to identify you really went to the internship, or you just got the certificate from anybody. So be true to yourself at the time of interview. Software skills is a must, because some interior companies and all will come. So at that time, you must know the softwares. Based on the joining, based on the software skills, some companies also, design companies also there, you must know minimum Stat Pro software. For the planning engineer job role, you must know AutoCAD and project management, MS Project software or Primavera. Then in the design, you must know AutoCAD, then Stat Pro. If you are working in an architectural field, some companies will work in Revit structure, some companies will work in SketchUp, some companies work in 3ds Max. So AutoCAD is mandatory for any field, so you must know AutoCAD software very well. So you must learn Revit. If you are going to, you are planning to work in an interior design firm, then you must know at least two softwares minimum, Revit or SketchUp. So most of the jobs will come from Revit and SketchUp. If you know 3ds Max well and good, it is, so you will get a nice package. Then technical subjects: mechanics of solid, mechanics of fluids, surveying, highway engineering, soil mechanics, foundation engineering, reinforced concrete design, steel structures, estimation costing, construction project management. These are the topics very important. And other topics also, irrigation is there, construction management, materials and techniques, so surveying. So these are important topics. It depends upon the company. We have previously saw what are type of questions will arrive from the technical aptitude. Then we also saw the question paper pattern, what are the questions from each sector will come based on that. So it is very important. So if you are gonna work in an architectural field, basic idea, some of the students will be watching from the first year, second year or third year students will be going through this video. My suggestion is try to study the engineering design and graphics very well with AutoCAD, so it will be very useful for you in the second year. If you are students studying in the second year, Revit architecture 3ds max with V-Ray, it is very useful, you must complete this software. Third year Stat Pro, at least Stat Pro design you must learn with IS Codal Provision, because anyway you have to do a design project in the 7th semester, so it will be very useful. Or else ETABS, Tekla structure, if you are gonna work in a design sector, you must know any of these one software. Then if you're gonna work in a site as a planning engineer, or you're gonna work in a BIMS companies, you must know MS Project and Navisworks. So it is, these softwares are very important. So these are the JDs. Companies will look forward this, they will think this you will be doing AutoCAD draftsman structural. Then Vastu you must know basic, at least to basic Vastu you must know, because there will be many of them, many Vastu specialists will say one thing, but what is important, what are the main things you must know. Then interior design, so if you are interior designer job, if you're going to work Revit architecture means you will get a, you can using the software you can give up to 40 to 45 percentage of realistic views, but it will not give 100 percentage realistic view. So these are external views of using the Revit software. These are the output. Then SketchUp, using the SketchUp you can get up to 60 percentage of realistic effect. Using the SketchUp render engine you will be getting this kind of output, interior exterior views. Then suppose you are using a Revit with Lumion or SketchUp with Lumion or Revit with Lumion, you will get this kind of realistic up to 70 to 75 percentage of realistic image we can able to achieve. But we can able, when you are zooming it, it will by itself you can know it is a rendered image, it is a little cartoonistic also. Then we are coming to the most powerful tool, 3ds Max. So 3ds Max, with this software combination, there are two combination softwares. Using the combination softwares you will get a very realistic images. So this is the image, this is not a photograph, this is a rendered image. You can see the reflections also how they given. So you know the interior designer must work more detailed. So how the detailings are you giving, how realistic you are giving is the work you are doing it, based on that only your salary package will be done. I have shown this image. If you are able to do replicate this kind of images, you can able to give this kind of work, you can able to do this, your starting package will be around 40 to 50,000 if you are able to give. You must know 3ds Max, V-Ray, Photoshop, this one combination. And we have another, I will tell you the powerful render engines. V-Ray is a powerful render engine which will give a very realistic image. At the same time we have another software, Corona. It is not a coronavirus, we have a software called Corona render engine. It is also a powerful tool which gives you the similar type of views like V-Ray. So these two softwares are very important. Don't impact that coronavirus in this. This is also one of the name, Corona software rendering engine also available. You also have market openings also available for this. These are the outputs from using the 3ds Max with V-Ray. So it more the 3ds Max, when you are working, you also must know to use the plugins. So plugins very important, based on the plugins usage and how fast your work is there, and moreover your system performance is main important. So for normal, before that 2016-17 versions and all, if you have inbuilt internal, if you are using an internal UHD, internal graphics will available, so based on that you can able to run the rendering and all, but it will take some lot time. Sometime it will take 6 hours to 7 hours or 12 hours also for rendering a particular image. But now present, if you are going to buy a new system or you're going to work in an interior firm, if you are going to buy system. Now the total configuration has been changed. If Windows 10 you must use, then i9 process is the starting process, and ninth generation process is the starting process. You have to take, if you are gonna work in a rendering process for learning purpose, you must select i5 or i7, else i9. Based on your budget you can take. Then you, because why we are insisting this, if you want to give, if you have you have, will be having the skills of providing much more better images, but without the system capability you cannot able to do that. System performance is also there for doing this rendering works. So system configuration is very important. Minimum 16 GB RAM, 4 GB graphics card, then the SMBS also should be higher end, 650 volts. So then the cool master should be there, because the render will be done in the by graphics card only, so it will be getting overheated, should be cooled down. So then only the rendering will be done faster also. So based on the configurations we can able to get the better image and very high realistic images you will be getting. So system configuration plays a vital role. So you can see this images, very realistic ones. So these are exterior images. So I have given a comparison between the SketchUp and V-Ray. Next is a advanced version. You can see how realistic the images are available. So when you're comparing SketchUp alone, the SketchUp render, when you are giving the same image, is not more realistic when you are comparing with the V-Ray Next Render. So V-Ray is a powerful tool for realistic images. If you know this software, 3ds Max, V-Ray, or SketchUp with V-Ray, then Photoshop, you'll be getting a higher package. But you must know that you must work very detailed, then only you can able to get high salary packages. Now I show you the BIM sector. If you're gonna work in a BIM sector, what are the softwares you must know? So already know what is BIM, everybody. BIM is a building information modeling tool. It is used in architectural, engineering and construction works. Before executing any work, we can able, with using this BIM, we can able to find any clash detections are available. So based on that we can able to modify this during construction. If you find any clash detection, it is modifying is very difficult. So when you are designing itself, we can assess any problems, any issues are available. So based on that we can able to rectify in the designing stage itself. So the building information modeling is very useful for us. So we, first thing how it is developed, I will just want to show you. First thing, we used to draw with the hand sketch. The hand sketch is developed into the using the drafter. Next stage we used to draw the drawings. In those days and all, you can see how much space is required for them. Many engineers are working for the architectural design, structural design, everything, MEP and all. There are many engineers see the drafter space how long it is. So now we have precise in this space we can able to put together, we can able to put 500 to 600 systems in this area. So by using this area, system is a small requirement, 233 feet we can able to acquire. So this is the recent development. See how the elevation works are be done. In the olden days it's very difficult for us. In the olden days it is, if you are drawing it, it should be more accurate, more concentration is required. So then it is, we got the AutoCAD. From the AutoCAD development is the drawings and all very easy to develop. Then the BIM, ArchiCAD is given the first BIM software. From then Autodesk has started this work. Now the AutoCAD 3D means, if you're gonna work, you must know these softwares: AutoCAD, AutoCAD Revit, AutoCAD Structures, then MEP, Naviswork. Using this, Revit 3D can be done. Then BIM 4D. For the 4D, AutoCAD, Revit Structures, Revit Architecture, Revit MEP, Naviswork, MS Project, Primavera. Either one you must read. 4D means you'll be using the schedule. 5D it is cost. So using this MS Project and Primavera you can able to do those things. So 4D 5D the same combination will come. For the 6D, AutoCAD, Revit structures, Revit architectures, Revit MEP, Naviswork, Insight, energy efficiency will be calculating. Then MS Project, Primavera, either any one of this tool you can use. This is BIM 60. Then BIM 70. What is BIM 70? AutoCAD, AutoCAD Revit structure, Revit architecture, Revit MEP, Naviswork, Autodesk Insight 360, project management Primavera. Then your BIM for FM facilitated management, that's another tool. So only what is that means, for the BIM sector we're going to, you have to learn each and every sector or one dimension. You must know this software, so based on that you can able to study these softwares. So a very important tool and more powerful tools are there for the building information modeling. If you know basic 3D level, it is very important. It is moreover it is very easy. You can enter into the field, and from your company they will train you all these softwares 4D 5D 60 70. So based on that you can able to work these sectors. So this is the BIM. Now see that important questions also. These are questions are interview questions. In the interview they will ask what is the difference between tie bars and double bars. So double bars are placed at the transverse of the concrete pavement, and they are take partially wheel load from the one slab to the adjacent slab. Double bars also allows axial thermal expansion and contraction of the concrete slab along with the axis of the doubles. As of tie bars are deformed bars or connectors used for holding face of right slab in contact to maintain the aggregate interlock. Tie bars are not loaded, transferring the device. For instance, tie bars are used in longitudinal joints in concrete pavement. See, this is called a double bar. These are called tie bars. So in this diagram you can be able to see surface texture. Tie bars are laid in the longitudinal direction. Transverse bar will be laid in the doubles bars will be laid. Mostly this and all this will be in the concrete pavement of the highway projects. So advantages: doubles and tie bars are significantly improvement performance of the pavement joint, although they increase the initial cost but reduce the life cost cycle. So you must be very, these are questions are very important question. Sometimes they will ask what in the written, in the face-to-face interview they will give a paper, just write on the what is the process of the cement. So you have to write the process just in a flow diagram. They will ask you should explain them. So they will give, sometime they'll ask you to draw a house plan, sometime they will give a plan, they'll ask you to fix the columns, mark the column places. So these and all face to face interview, these type of questions will arrive. So these questions everyone may not face, each one everyone will have different type of questions, but you must be well prepared to attend these questions. So cement products, so if they asked for the manufacturing of cement, you know already, you just use the flow diagram so that you can be able to easily your time also will be saved. So how fast you are giving the answers is more important, because they have to come. If you are very good if you are satisfied with the, if your answer is will be satisfied, they will ask more questions. If you are a very good candidate, means on the spot itself they'll let you know you are selected or not. Some students, they may not know the results. If you are satisfied, the interviewer, you will get the, you will know the results on the spot. They will tell you, they will gonna select you. So it's very important, by attending the, at the time of interview itself, you can able to judge whether you are selected or not. So manufacturing process and all you already know, just I am explaining you the process, important questions only. Dry cement process, wet process, dry process, you must study. Then the difference. So wet process is the mixture of raw material is washed or in the wash mill with 35 to 50 percentage of water. Materials existing the mills are called slurries, and they have flowability characteristics. The size of the clean need for the manufacturing of cement is big. Raw materials can be mixed easily, so it is better homogeneous material can be obtained. Fuel consumption is high, that is 350 kgs of coal per ton of cement products. Cost of production is high. Capital cost is comparatively high when it is going in a wet process. Dry process, the raw material is dry state is blend. The dry materials exist in the dry material existing the minerals are called clean field. The size of the clean need for the manufacturing of cement is small, and difficult to control the mix of raw materials, so it is difficult to obtain the better homogeneous mix. Fuel consumption is low, that is 100 kgs of coal per ton of cement production. Cost of production is less. Then cost of capital cost of is high due to blend, so we better will be more lower, you will be using, we will be using the wet process only. So these questions will be arising, so you must be very careful. Another important question is, what are the different types of cement? So these different types of cement questions will be asked frequently. So rapid hardening cement, then Barcelona Portland cement, these are important types of cement. Sometimes the interviewer will ask the specific properties of the specific properties also, so you must know one or two properties of the cement. So if rapid hardening cement, where should be used, what is the purpose, you must know. It is mainly used in the Golden region. Then the Pozzolana Portland cement, it is PPC. PPC cement is generally be used in the local construction. Then ordinary Portland cement, there will be another question also, what is the difference between OPC and PPC? OPC is ordinary Portland cement, then PPC is Barcelona Portland cement. What is the major difference means, the initial setting time is it will be, we can attain earlier in the OPC, but the when we are going to the PPC, the early strength will be low, but the highest strength we can achieve at the later stage of the PPC. So in the cube test also, when we are testing, sometimes 7 day strength will be very less for the PPC when compared to OPC. so we need to give some time when we are using ppg. So at the time taken only we can able to add. So sometimes it will attain after 28 days also 100%, sometimes it will attain 100 times 100% in the 28 days also. Some cases the cube test will fail. Sometimes the cube if you are using we in the field we have observed certain stages, 7 day strength we can achieve 100% also. Sometime we will be getting the same cube. When you are testing at the 28 days the cube may fail. What is the major difference? The compaction factor is also important. When you are the skilled laborers are using the homogeneous mix of cement and aggregates will be uniform, so that it will be the tampering also very good. The level the cube will be filled uniformly. But as of non-skilled is working, sometime he will be putting the cement slurry alone, there won't be so much of aggregate, the strength will be less, so that cube may fail. So these are the factors also available. Based on these properties also the questions will be arising. Then Portland, Barcelona furnace slag cement, then super sulfate resisting cement, these are area of the cement used for near the seashore areas. Then low heat cement, these are used in the gravity dams, hotter regions. Then white cement used for joining the marbles and ceramics. Then sanitary wares. Expansion cement, it is used for repairing the grout cracks, grouting of anchorage bolts. So these are the two application properties you must know. Then masonry cements used for rubble masonry and joint to a brick. Then ordinary Portland cement already we discussed. So antibacterial cement, then hygroscopic cement. So these are the important questions in these sectors. I hope you will enjoy this session. We have posted the feedback link. Kindly fill those feedback. We'll see in the next class tomorrow, and we'll be having Mr. Parthasarthi, design engineer, will be handling the session. Fully it will be a design section, and design what are the questions and all will be, he'll be discussing what are the different types of strength of material, what are the questions will come, structure analysis, RCC, DSS. So these questions he will be discussing. So please be attend the session tomorrow.